There are some differences. So general recommendation, I usually look for 90 to 100 psi. There are a couple of OEMs out there for cartridges that run a little bit lower pressure. So, check your
Yeah.
OEM manual, but if you have 90, 95 psi, you should be just fine for a bag house cartridge collector. You're in the right range. As far as timing, that will kind of depend on your application. So whoever you buy your system from, you should ask them. They will probably come pre-programmed based on your blowpipe and your pulse valve size. The actual
Right.
open time for that will be determined by that. So whether that's 20 milliseconds or 100 milliseconds, it depends on the diameter of your connecting, your blowpipes and pulse valves. The downtime or the wait time, that will kind of depend on how heavily loaded your bag house is. If it's not uncommon, we'll go do an inspection and we'll hear them pulsing every 10 seconds, which is too fast for almost every application. It's maybe just a default setting on the
Yeah.
Dwyer timers or whatever it is. Um, like I said before, I think clean on demand is best. So you're not
Yeah.
activating your system until it's needed. But there are systems out there that don't have that capability. There's no pressure module, so it's just a timer. And I would say, again, just to throw a middle of the road answer, 20 to 30 seconds, you know, is probably on the low side, maybe even higher. But you're going to need to look at how your differential pressure is responding. If you're getting high DPs, maybe your cleaning system timer should be tightened up a little bit so you're getting more
Yeah.
pulses.
Yeah, I would just add to that off time, sorry, the on time is one of those things. It matches the valves, and then you should never touch it. But sometimes
Yeah,
people have the mistaken idea that if I open the valve longer, it'll make the pulse more powerful, and it actually does the opposite. Because instead of a nice punch from the high pressure air coming through, you end up getting like a kind of weak, like kind of, and it doesn't really have that punch
definitely.
that gets the dust knocked off. And then the off time, how long it waits between pulsing. When you do have it in clean on demand, we get this question a lot. When you do have it on demand, it doesn't really matter how long it is. It should actually be quite short, really just needs to be long enough for the air header tank to refill to max pressure between each pulse. But as long as it's got enough time to do that, the shorter the better, because when the clean on demand starts, you want it to clean as fast as possible and get its job done and then stop. It's not really controlling how much you clean when you have it in the clean on demand mode. It's just how long it lets the valve or the tank refill with air, right? So if you have demand on demand, the off time not really all that big of a deal.